to show respect to the audience and respect your own business. It was a way to protect it.
And I'm Kayfabe Avenue, and I'm Kayfabe Focus.
And I'm E.A.
It's Kayfabe Avenue.
Ladies and gentlemen, heels and faces, casual wrestling fans, and all you smart marks. I'm Kayfabe AJ.
And I'm Kayfabe Focus.
And I'm E.A.
And this is Kayfabe Avenue. And tonight we bring you the Monday Night Raw wrap-up, where we run down all of the shenanigans, all of the promos, all segments, matches, give our unbiased and unshakable opinion about the goings-on of Monday Night Raw. So before we even get into Monday Night Raw, we got a little announcement this week, which is a welcome change to
Rob Van Dam is going to the Hall of Fame. So congrats to Rob Van Dam.
I mean, congratulations, RVD.
Now he could
be a well-deserved Hall of Fame, but that's not what I was talking about.
Now he could come to the barbecue. Now he's in, because before he was banned, but now he's in.
All right, before I get into that, now that you bring that up, how do you guys feel about RVD being chosen?
No. It's well deserved, of course. Long time coming. I
was RVD banned though.
I was just that's a whole nother conversation.
You said RVD's banned?
He was banned, but now he's on the list now.
I mean, ain't he still with Impact?
Yeah, but he's not wrestling as much though. He be like on and off.
He's on his retirement phase.
He's like,
he just retired. Bring your ass back to WWE. Take the catering check.
He should take now.
I don't think WWE can clear him.
Why not? Weed is legal now.
His medical issues.
What, like
he's
injury
old.
Injury wise?
Yeah. They're not gonna.
He could get clear. He could get clear. He's never had a really crazy, like, out of action injury. RVD's been good to go for the majority of his career. It's his mental state that you have to really worry about.
I won't get mad.
It was his weed issues, and weed is not an issue in America like that no more.
I wouldn't get mad. He'd take like one more, rivalry match just for retirement match. You know what I mean? One more run in WWE. I won't get mad at that. Like they did Kurt Angle after he got inducted and everybody else. You know what I mean? Give him one more year.
You know what they should put him at?
And
SmackDown to face Roman Reigns for the Universal Championship.
That's a shocking change of events.
Because I would think it would be a good contrast.
I won't get too nah. Roman will crush him, but I won't get mad. He get one more run. You know what I mean? But congratulations, RVD. That's dope. You know what I mean? Of course.
Yeah. So for those that are probably like, why RVD? Well, WWE champion. Same time he was ECW champion. First person to ever do that.
He was a champ.
He's held damn near every title, Intercontinental, Hardcore title. I think he left before the United States was really a major thing.
Established, probably.
No, I think it was established, but I don't think it.
RVD was like one of them pioneers for ECW to really put them on the map. You know what I mean? Like him and Taz was like one of the two biggest stars coming out of there that was strictly ECW before WWE bought him. You know what I mean? So, all right, like it's well deserved. You know what I mean? We could talk RVD accolades all day. You know what I mean? He's definitely one of them ones.
Besides RVD, this week it was also announced that Kane was going to be a part of the WWE Hall of Fame. And honestly, looking at that class, Kane needs to be the headline of this Hall of Fame. I don't think anybody really deserves it above him that's on this card.
What about the Great Khali?
Who's the headliner? Who's the
Great Khali?
For 2020, because it's 2020 and 2021 Hall of Fame this year. 2020's headliners for sure, NWO.
Yeah, they got highlighters
sure.
for that.
But for the 2021 class, it has to be Kane so far. They haven't revealed anyone that I feel like.
Ain't Eric Bischoff? Eric Bischoff got inducted too this year. He could be
I mean, I could see Eric Bischoff because his dealings with WCW and the whole Monday Night Wars, and they love to
Like he changed the landscape of wrestling for a minute. You know what I'm saying? He's well deserved in it too. You know what I mean?
So
That's why I know for a fact Paul Heyman's gonna go in eventually.
who do
know
you
what I'm
think should induct these guys?
Who?
Like
I'm saying,
bring
who
them
do you
out
think should induct them?
for RVP. Probably be Paul Heyman.
Gender should probably.
Gender for Kali.
Yeah.
I'd like to see Kali's old manager come back and induct him.
I think Vince is gonna do Eric Bischoff. It would make sense.
It would make sense for Vince to do it.
Or Hogan. You know what I mean? Or something. I don't know.
The less we see of Hogan on TV, the better, I think.
He's hosting Mania. Like we can't avoid that shit.
All right. So as far as Kane, I think it should be Undertaker.
Yeah, of course.
Or Daniel Bryan. And
Taker would make the most sense.
Yeah, for Kali, I say his old manager probably should come back for that. Or and as far RVD, yeah, definitely Paul Heyman. I agree with that.
Paul Heyman would make sense. The most sense.
Gender. I'm telling you, it won't be gender.
Before we actually touch Raw, there was a list that was shared earlier this week. Okay. And we did not get to touch base on this. We didn't get to talk about this at all. And God honest truth, this has to be the worst put together list and the most disrespectful list in like wrestling history, bro.
Yo, I don't be listening to them lists, man. You already know this all.
So I forgot who exactly.
Never facts. It's never facts. Them lists.
I don't know exactly what publication, Focus, you probably know that put this list out, but it's the 50 greatest women in WWE history. Was it like WWE.com or something like that?
I think they did something like that.
Oh my God. But yeah, I think I seen that in the group. I think I seen that.
So from the bottom to the top, right? We're gonna run them off real quick. We got Toni Storm at 50, Caitlyn, Kaylee Ray, Sonya Deville, Shotzi Blackheart, Kelly Kelly, Candice LeRae, Nikki Cross, Layla, Ember Moon, Eve Torres.
Layla's that low?
Lacey.
Okay.
Jazz.
Over Lacey?
Let me get ready for this because there's a lot of bullshit. We ain't even get to the bullshit yet.
That's not even the bullshit because come on, Layla over Lacey. Like what?
So 39 with Lacey Evans, Jazz Maris, Nia Jax, Bianca Belair, Carmella, Gail Kim, Jacqueline, Kairi Sane, Naomi, Bull Nakano, Ivory Melina, the Bella Twins, Io Shirai, Luna Vachon, Stephanie McMahon, Michelle McCool, Rhea Ripley, Natalia, AJ Lee, Shayna Baszler, Paige, Sable, Molly Holly, Victoria, Alexa Bliss, Mickey James, Beth Phoenix. Now the top 10. Bailey.
Beth Phoenix is at 11. Hold up. Beth Phoenix is at 11.
At 11.
All right, I'm gonna keep that in mind.
So at number 10, Bailey, Ronda Rousey, Lita, Alundra Blaze, Sasha Banks, Asuka, Chyna, Becky Lynch, Charlotte Flair, and at number 1, Trish Stratus.
Trish Stratus is
so Becky Lynch, Charlotte Flair, and goddamn it, I'm gonna even say it. Even Trish Stratus above Chyna is a disrespect to me and this wrestling business. Chyna, you're talking about the person who beat Kurt Angle, Triple H, I think The Rock at one point.
She was wrestling. She was the first one.
Jericho. She has beaten combined over at least 150 championships reign combined between the people that she beat.
Like, come on, yo.
You're talking about the first ever women's Intercontinental Champion. Well, first and only.
First
You're
and
talking about
only.
the first ever woman in the Royal Rumble match, the first ever woman in the King of the Ring, last woman in the King of the Ring, and she actually advanced to the next round. Talking about the first and last woman to become the #1 contender for the WWE Championship. This person is not #1.
Yo. Bet.
Like, I'm not bugging, right?
Nah, of course
You're talking
not.
about the undefeated
She
women's
broke barriers.
champion.
She broke barriers. Like, what more can we say about China? You feel me? Like, this woman is she, at that time, she was the definition of what could be the greatest woman wrestler of all time. You feel
See,
me?
look.
There's nothing to the debate
Charlotte,
about.
Becky, Sasha, Bailey, those are interchangeable to me. Those are interchangeable. You could put any of them on the top in the top 10, and I really don't give a fuck about their position. But the fact that you got Lita at #8,
Yeah,
and the person who helped Trish Stratus's entire career
was
she's
Lita.
at #8, and Trish is #1.
That don't make no sense.
Wasn't
either.
it Lita versus Trish Stratus, the first ever women's main event that helped propel Trish?
Hell yeah.
What the fuck is going on here?
You know why Trish got #1? It's because they made her bark like a dog and put shit on her.
But that was WWE.com that put that list.
Yeah. You have Alundra Blaze, the person who's known for throwing the women's championship away on an episode of Nitro.
Yeah,
she's above.
She disrespected the game right there.
Beth Phoenix. She's above Mickie James, who had probably the biggest women's storyline in WrestleMania. She's above Paige and AJ Lee.
AJ Lee deserved to be higher.
She's above Michelle McCool.
Way more higher.
She's above Ivory Molina, who's still active to this day.
Yeah, she's
over Jacqueline. And then there are 32 people above Gail Kim. What the fuck?
Yeah, Gail Kim is like one of.
Now
I'm surprised Gail Kim ever made the list.
Yeah, what?
I'm surprised Gail Kim even made the list. Let's be honest.
That's what I'm saying. I'm not too surprised at that because, you know, she kind of eliminated herself out of WWE and spent the most of her career in Impact, TNA. But still, she has a lot more that she's done for the business over a lot of these people above her.
Yo, can we talk about how there's women on this list who haven't even been in the WWE for more than 3 years?
Looking at Ronda Rousey.
Mm-hmm. She only did 1 year. She
one run. You had one run.
She had one, but she only did 1 year, and that was it. She never came back. She went to go do the TV show. She lost her finger and all that. That's crazy.
How do you have Lacey Evans on this list at all?
At all. Over Layla? Over Layla? Over Layla?
Lacey Evans is above Eve Torres.
Yo.
A multiple time.
She retired when she had the women, when she retired with the belt. I remember she retired the belt, she gave it up, and then that's when she retired.
Lacey fucking Evans
over Eve
is
Torres.
Above Kelly, above Tony Storm.
Honestly, I could say Lacey Evans should be above Kelly.
Kelly's a champion. She already has more accolades than Lacey Evans.
But who's a better wrestler? Who's a better wrestler though?
Again,
she was more
Kelly.
Nah, but she was a champion, but she was more like you could say an escort, like, you know what I mean?
She was a Divas champion.
Yeah,
but even her work in the ring, towards the end of Kelly's career, this girl was doing Hurricane Ranas. She was doing all type of shit. Lacey Evans hasn't done nothing but a right punch.
Lacey,
that's the woman's right.
You get in the ring with a ring general like Becky Lynch and can't have a good match,
Yeah,
that's a knock on you.
yeah, because Becky can make any girl look
I mean,
good.
that's half the roster though.
Any four of the four horsewomen can make anybody look good. So if you can't have a classic with any one of them, that's really is on you. You feel me?
And I mean, you have Rhea Ripley on the list. He hasn't even been on Raw more than how many fingers I have on my right hand and such. So,
and she got a match at Mania for the belt.
and she's on the top 50 greatest.
Rhea Ripley's number 21.
That's kind of high. That's
how
kinda
are
high.
you above Michelle McCool,
Nah,
Melina, Ivory, Jacqueline, Kyrie
Ivory's the Hall of Famer.
Even the injurer Nia Jax, you're above the injurer.
The roster influence will only take you that much.
Everything except the SmackDown Women's Championship.
Oh yeah, shout out Molly Holly. She's another one making it this year. We forgot to shout out earlier.
Listen, this
she's above Molly Holly.
This top 50 list is disrespectful to me
and
this wrestling business.
He took it personal.
Who makes these lists? Like, we're gonna have to take time and make our own top 50.
I'll be watching them and I just be laughing. Like when I be seeing these little lists pop up on these social media, I just laugh at them. I'm like, whatever, because I already know I think they just do that to trigger people. To you know what I mean?
This was back there like, oh, make the list. I don't care. Just put your Stratus number 1 and Charlotte at a close, like top 5. Such good shit.
That's good shit.
This was a horrible fucking list. I don't know who please get some fan voting involved. Like, take a poll before you do your list.
Nah, but this is what I'm talking about. Like, look at the list we saw with AEW with the award show. Like, who be making these lists? Can we vote? Where can we go to vote? Can we? I just want to know where can we vote at? Like,
with your dollars.
So we're gonna go from one segment that was about trash, and we're gonna continue on and get into possibly the most garbage Monday Night Raw in quite a while, probably a few months now. I'm usually optimistic when it comes to WWE, and I try to take the good segments out, but I gotta say, in my opinion, top to bottom, this was a garbage ass Monday Night Raw.
Damn, you trying to say you're not? You trying to say you're never gonna cover Raw again?
We don't do that. Let's leave the guys, on the lunar schedules. Let's let them do that.
The only positive I could say about Raw was the in-ring matches. The matches was dope. A lot of the matches was dope, but
I'm not taking nothing away from the matches, but the way that this episode, the storyline threads. This is 2 weeks before Mania.
Yeah,
this was garbage. And it starts with garbage.
I think the creative went on vacation or something.
They were like, you know what? Fuck it.
Yeah, they went on spring break.
Everybody's on spring break right now.
Something.
Facts.
We start off
in
with
Florida, so you know how that is.
True. We start off with Drew McIntyre finding out about Bobby Lashley's offer to the locker room from last week, where Bobby Lashley completely disrespected Shelton Benjamin and Cedric Alexander, said you guys are pretty much, in other words, you guys ain't worth shit. It's you guys can't get the job done. So I'm gonna go ask the locker room. He storms into the locker room and sets out the challenge. The person who takes out Drew McIntyre before WrestleMania gets a match at WrestleMania. So we see Drew McIntyre receiving that news. He doesn't seem too phased. I think he's ready. He's obviously ready for that.
He focused.
Then we continue on to the disrespect and the but why? That's all I was thinking this entire time. But why? Where's the swerve? Please tell me there's a swerve attached to this fucking segment, or this is just a joke. We got the Hurt Business all in the ring, and pretty much it's fuck you guys. You guys suck. You're no longer part of the Hurt Business.
Word, they kicked the
Jazzy
They
Jeff.
kicked Cedric Alexander and Shelton Benjamin out of the Hurt Business. Why?
Why would they break them up when they were just heating up? They all had the belts. MVP is doing a great job as their manager. They could be as strong as like a legacy. You feel me? No, not legacy.
Evolution.
Yeah, evolution. You feel me? With Triple H, Randy, and them. They could be as big as that right now. You feel me?
Why would they take
Why would they do
the
this
only
shit
stable that is new in WWE
on Raw?
that
That's hot.
actually got over?
That's hot. That's hot. And break them up. Break them up
You
right.
know what? You know what? You know what's gonna happen?
Literally right
Before
before
Mania.
WrestleMania. You could have dragged it out till SummerSlam.
You know what's gonna happen?
Right, literally right before it, bro.
You could have dragged this to the night after WrestleMania. For all I give a damn.
You know what's gonna happen?
Go
They're
ahead.
gonna merge the Hurt Business with the members of Retribution and have Hurtribution.
Why not?
I quit.
That's exactly what's gonna
Why
happen.
not?
I quit. I'm definitely gonna get on the lunar schedules and stop
That-
watching Raw if that's the case.
The Hurtribution.
It's ridiculous, bro. I don't understand. Why would you do that? That's the hottest stable on Raw, the only stable on Raw that actually is dope. You know what I
The
mean?
Wretched
like them.
Business. Ooh,
It doesn't
what about the
make
Wretched
no- Right
Business?
before Mania. Right before Mania, y'all did them dirty, yo. It doesn't make sense. Y'all
They
burying
not
them.
only made the Hurt Business, Cedric Alexander and Shelton Benjamin lose the Raw Tag Team titles 2 weeks ago, but you completely moved them out the story without a
cut them
proper
right.
rematch, and you put two people who ain't even a fucking team to take that spot weeks before Mania.
Yeah.
So fuck everything that they did this entire run from SummerSlam to now. Fuck all that 6 months.
Yeah.
We're just gonna. What is it? Too much black greatness going on.
They built that whole shit up. This whole fucking. Oh my god.
What is it? He couldn't see a black stable make it all the way through to Mania. What the fuck
Probably
was
not.
the point of the Hurt Business getting split?
Yeah, it didn't make no sense. It didn't make no sense. Yo, whatever. Once again, and then y'all burying your tag division. Once again.
And then you wondering why everybody want to join AEW.
Oh Lord.
I get it.
We end up getting Bobby Lashley getting in the brawl with Shelton Benjamin and Cedric. It looked like a horrible brawl at that.
Yeah.
It looked like they were pulling punches. It didn't even feel real. It didn't feel realistic. It looked like they were like, damn, we doing this for no reason. I don't even want to do this, but let me punch you. That's what it looked like to me.
Yeah.
I don't really want this to happen, but let me punch you and Lashley just do your angry growl. Because now they're doing the Hulk thing with him. The more angrier Bobby Lashley gets, the stronger he gets. Come on, bro.
It's ridiculous, bro. It is what it is.
They're gonna have them lift the ambulance soon.
Probably.
Oh, man. That was trash.
That's trash number one.
All right, we move on. We got Riddle talking to Titus O'Neil backstage. And Titus O'Neil's not trying to hear his bullshit, kind of like swerves.
Yo, he's crazy, man.
Again, mentioning that Titus O'Neil is going to be the host of WrestleMania along with the Hulk Hogan. They're going to be doing it together. I don't know why. Who wants Titus O'Neil hosting anything? We don't even see you wrestle anymore, brother.
I'm not mad at that. He does a lot of charity work. He's a good.
He does a lot of ambassador work, right? But when was the last time you seen Titus O'Neil?
When he slid under the ring.
That's the last thing that mattered, and it was a fucking mistake.
He's going in the Hall of Fame for that, though. So he good. That's a Hall of Fame move.
We get Sheamus attacking Matt Riddle off of his little scooter again. And it's just they really are throwing shit at the wall, and you can tell.
Yeah, they rushing
2 weeks before Mania, now you got Sheamus in the United States Championship feud.
Rushing it.
I'm frustrated with this episode.
Didn't Matt Riddle forget his lines too?
That's later on.
When?
Oh yeah, I forgot. My bad.
That's later on. Yes, there's more trash.
Botch.
We get Cedric Alexander and Benjamin approaching Adam Pearce, and they demand a match with Bobby Lashley tonight. Shelton versus Bobby Lashley with Cedric Alexander next week versus Bobby Lashley. And this begs the question, what the fuck is Adam Pearce's purpose?
Yo,
you get Punk to Roman Reigns on SmackDown, which makes sense. He's the tribal chief. He's the head of the table. He's the Universal Champion. I get that. But now any old superstar could come and press you and get whatever they want.
Nah. We're not gonna do that. Like the Hurt Business wasn't bullying either. Like that was they were doing anyway. So it would make sense for the
at this point. Shawn Benjamin and Cedric Alexander look like little bitches.
Yeah. No, they want to fight. That's not. I respect it. They went up. They said I want to match with them.
Oh yeah, so after looking like herbs to the New Day for weeks.
Nah, they were beating the New Day. That's what I'm saying.
When?
They beat the New Day at least like a month, and then the New Day finally get the title match and lose the match.
Never. These dudes had one, maybe 2 wins tops. Everything else was a New Day winning streak.
Nah, but did we
forget put money on that?
Nah, but we don't forget when Kofi got hurt.
For money.
Xavier was getting his ass whooped for like weeks.
Then Xavier got his wins back.
Like, come on. So
he lost 2 weeks in a row and then got his wins back.
And then Kofi took a loss.
And you know what? That's not even Hurt Business you're talking about.
We're talking about
that's Retribution. Retribution was singling out Xavier Woods. That wasn't even Hurt Business.
That's a fact.
See, first of all, it's Retribution or Retribusiness.
So they should might as well combine now, since you know what I mean. The L's.
You see,
No, they don't need to combine.
Retribution.
I'm telling you, the Hurt Business has been treated like jokes, especially Cedric Alexander and Shelton Benjamin.
I mean, the only
don't break up the fucking team.
But it was way too early. Like we could all agree with that shit. Like, come on. And they were holding all the gold. They had a great mouthpiece with MVP, and he's still excellent. Yo, I actually like him on commentary while Bobby's in a match. That's dope with him going back and forth with the table. You know what I mean? I like him there. Keep him talking.
Yeah, MVP is definitely a good mouthpiece.
Right, like so that they were the whole purpose
in this run, and they're just killing his creation for no reason.
For no reason.
All right, let's move on. We got Riddle versus Sheamus after that attack. That attack led straight to this matchup.
This match was fire.
This match was
fire. It was like a good 15 minutes. It was good actually. This was like one of the highlights.
I'll give it a 7.
I give it
While it was a good match, right? I give it about a 7. It was nothing.
Yeah.
It was nothing special, but it was a typical match that you can expect from these two guys. And of course, you know, this was just leading to Sheamus eventually getting a title match at WrestleMania. Sheamus pulls off the win. After the match, Matt Riddle loses cool because, you know, he's been getting sidelined by Sheamus since last week. So he ends up sidelining Sheamus after the match. And after Sheamus whooped his ass, he acted like that one little hit was shocking and took him out. And that's how that segment ended.
Whatever.
We're gonna get to another instance in this trash ass episode of Raw where somebody gets hit and oversells the shit.
Yeah, I know. We was tight talking about that on live.
We got Drew McIntyre approaching AJ Styles and almost backstage. Pretty much he's not turning his back on them because Bobby Lashley's offer, so he thinks that they're gonna come after them.
Yeah.
Which is not the case because obviously they have their matchup with the New Day at WrestleMania, so they're kind of busy with that. And that's pretty much what they tell McIntyre. Then we go to more garbage that's been filling up our fucking airways for weeks. Shane McMahon exposes Oh, his expose on Braun Strowman.
Oh my god, bro.
It
Yo,
was more.
I'm tired of Shane.
Stupid.
You know what? I'm gonna just say it. Shane would be banned for the barbecue, but he would just make his own barbecue.
He'll try to buy the barbecue.
He would succeed.
They'll try to offer us the barbecue.
He would succeed in that venture.
Nah, they ain't getting in. I don't care how much you offer it. You better give me a whole $1 billion for a barbecue.
This whole storyline is garbage.
At this point of his career, you know what I mean, his age, he probably just loved his limelight, yo. He probably bored. He's a fucking silver spoon kid since he was a baby, bro. Like he just bored. He don't got shit else to do. You know what I mean? I'm the old man's son. I could do whatever the fuck I want in this company. Like that's probably his shit. At this point, that's what point is Shane McMahon to be wanting to do these big ass matches at WrestleMania for? For what?
What he's gonna do? He's gonna jump off the cage? You've already jumped off Hell in a Cell. You got nothing else to jump off of.
Like, yo, like at this point, for what?
He's gonna jump off of Braun onto Braun.
You don't got nothing else to prove, bro. You held all the titles throughout the years.
This is the most garbage put together rivalry I've ever seen in the history of wrestling, bro.
Like, yo, nah, because his
Braun Strowman is stupid. Like that's really the whole story. I think you're stupid.
We've seen a couple of bad storylines with him too. Remember when him and Drew McIntyre was running around and Dolph was them three was a stable. He been in a couple of trap storylines, taking up major spots, bro. Taking up major spots.
To make matters worse, we got Braun Strowman fighting one-on-one with Jackson Races for no reason. Like, why is this guy getting burned?
And then he's bringing Elias and Jackson under his wing. Like he could do whatever the fuck he want, bro. At this point, like
Braun Strowman ends up squashing Jackson Races, and then challenges Shane McMahon to a steel cage match at WrestleMania. Oh my God, I'm surprised. Look, even though you're a major person backstage and you probably the one that fucking pitched this match.
You couldn't do nothing else with Braun Strowman. You know what I'm saying?
They should have had a Raw Underground match.
Yeah, like a rematch with him and Dabba-Kato or something like. I don't know.
Nah, just him and Shane in the Raw Underground match.
In a Raw, hell no.
Should have been. I would have preferred that bullshit.
That would have closed everything. Everything comes back full circle.
You would have washed Shane in that night. We're not doing that shit.
He's gonna wash Shane, period. The fact that we even saw him embarrass Braun Strowman a few weeks ago was horrible. This shit was trash. But
it's cringe, bro. It's cringe.
The next segment I actually did enjoy for the most part. So before we get to that, let's take a quick break to our sponsors, the people who keep the lights on, the people that keep the Kayfabe Avenue train moving. And we'll be right back after this message with more trash Raw. And we're back. We left off with a lot of garbage.
Nothing but garbage, guy, you know? And I'm talking enough.
We left off with the Braun Strowman steel cage match stuff and just ended already. Ended. I don't want to see it go past WrestleMania. I don't want to see Shane and the storyline that's stretched out. I thought they learned their lesson after the Best in the World stuff. And
so what if Braun Strowman jumps off the cage on Shane on the table?
I hope so.
He'll die.
Like Shane is on the out.
He don't got he'll break something that
they're both gonna fall off the
Titantron. He'll hurt the table. He'll hurt the table. Put it like that.
Yeah.
But we move on to the next segment, which I gotta say is probably the only segment that really made me just laugh out loud and was like, it's so fucking silly.
Yeah.
That you gotta enjoy it. And of course I'm talking about, is it Miss TV this week? Is it the Dirt Sheet? Is it the Miz Sheet or the Sheet Miz show? Whatever it is, This week they ping
The
pong
Dirt Show.
the dirt show, whatever the hell it is.
No, that's on Wednesdays.
This week, it was the dirt sheet with Miz and Morrison, and they had their world premiere. And I gotta say, it's a hit.
It's a classic.
It's a classic. This is up there with Vince McMahon Rock and Wrestling. Like,
I missed it. I went to the store when this happened.
we got the world premiere. Hey,
I'm gonna watch that part.
And pretty much it was a whole video of Miz and Morrison doing their most horrible attempt at Spanish trap music.
And it was
they were dissing Bad Bunny on it.
Yeah, let's go, boss.
You see them hopping around in bunny outfits, and
we got a battle.
The funny shit is they go, this was filmed on location in Puerto Rico, and then they proceed to show CGI crowds.
Yeah. Let's go.
The video was entertaining. Obviously, is not top notch music, but it's satire enough that it was ridiculously funny.
It's better than it's better than most of the Reggaeton videos though. Let's be honest.
Let's go. We got a battle. I gotta go back and go watch it. We got a battle. That would be crazy if Bad Bunny drops his own diss record. That would be crazy. He should, right?
After the video is aired, they're making jokes, and then we get Bad Bunny and Damian Priest come out and
Bad Bunny, baby.
They're pretty much saying like Bad Bunny's hiding behind Damian Priest, and then Damian Priest says, "You want Bad Bunny? Go get him." So Miss steps up to Bad Bunny and then gets punched the fuck in his face. He gets cold clocked. It didn't look like Bad Bunny held that punch too much.
Missed. I mean, it was stiff.
Oh, he connected it. Yeah, it looked like he connected pretty
shoot. It was a shoot.
But punches Miz, embarrasses them. Embarrasses them again. So of course we'll see more of that on the Go Home show, and of course,
yo, Bad Bunny should drop a diss record. I know he ain't gonna let that slide, fam.
Nah, I don't think Bad Bunny's gonna waste his talent on the diss record to Miz.
He should.
He should. Next up, we got Randy Orton addressing what they're calling the abomination form of the Fiend, or burn version of Fiend, or melted Fiend, whatever the hell they want to call him now.
Melt Man with the power to melt.
Typical Randy Orton promo.
It looks fire. That costume looks ill though. Like, I ain't even gonna front.
It's like, in certain angles, it looks like it's trash, but when you get that good zoom in and you really see that it's all the melted features of
they did a great job on it.
It is a decent job. The people who make the mask are the same people who make the mask for Slipknot.
Yeah,
the rock band. So if you know who Slipknot is, you've seen any of their masks, they got crazy ass shit. Like probably the best mask maker I've seen, honestly.
Yeah. So, salute to them. You know what I mean? Shout out to them.
He hypes up the WrestleMania match between him and the Fiend. And then we get more trash. Bobby Lashley versus Shelton Benjamin.
It wasn't trash though. It wasn't. I would give it like
trash because why?
That's all right, but we're not gonna
why we need this.
We're not gonna disrespect like that.
We're trying to elevate Shelton Benjamin to the main event.
You don't even believe that.
Yo, come on, man.
You don't even believe that.
This was Shelton Benjamin's Jey Uso moment.
Main event Benjamin? Nah.
Yup, main event Benjamin. Main event Alexander.
He ain't squashed him. It was like a good 10 minutes. They had a commercial too and all that. He ain't like Bobby ain't fuck him up. You feel me? Like Sheldon got some offense off.
A little bit here and there, but this match is pointless. I don't want to see.
I don't want the breakup. Like you don't want
it either.
We don't want. That's what it is. Deep down, we don't want this shit to happen. They was a dope stable. Y'all broke them up for no fucking reason. We don't want
You
to
were
see this.
finally dominant, and then you took away the titles the next week.
We don't want to see this. So once he won the belt, it's a different story. When he had the USA belt, everything was cool. Doesn't make fucking sense.
Then the thing is, even Benjamin and Cedric's reasoning for having this match. Oh, if it wasn't for us, Bobby Lashley wouldn't even be champion. Motherfucker, y'all had nothing to do with the fact that he's champion. He made a deal with The Miz. He beat the shit out of Drew McIntyre by himself, then beat The Miz by himself. You didn't, storyline wise, it doesn't even make fucking sense. Just say, yo, he beat the shit out of us or he made us look like bitches. Can we have a match to show him we ain't no punk? That's it.
But
that's it.
We don't want to see this, yo. Come on, do better.
I'm not rating it.
Which I stayed. Y'all got to do better. With
I'm gonna give it a 7. It was pretty good, I guess. They made Bobby Lashley look strong. They buried Shelton Benjamin. Looks like he's about to go back to Ring of Honor. What can I say?
Probably.
It was a decent. It wasn't nothing crazy, but it was decent enough. You know what I'm saying? But we just don't want to see it. That's what it is.
Lord.
That's the first shit we talk about WWE. We don't want to see this shit. This was way too early for no reason. For no fucking reason. But go ahead. Continue.
They messed up their own streak of me praising them because they actually been having decent episodes.
Yeah, they were the most interesting story for a minute with the shit with them and we just saw we were about to talk about him, bro. You know what I mean? Matt Riddle, but I don't know. I'm done, man. It is what it is.
You're done?
I'm done.
Why are you done?
I'm done. Yo, they need to form with Retribution. You go Sheldon.
Retribution.
Yeah.
Retribution. Or what's it called?
You don't need none of that.
Retribution.
You don't need none of that.
Hashtag.
I like business.
Which one? Richard Business.
It's her.
So hashtag Richard Business. Put that all over AJ's Instagram.
Yeah.
At Kayfabe_AJ. Hashtag.
Send all that hate mail to him for that.
Y'all trying to get my blood pressure up. With that being said, let's go to the next segment. We got New Day backstage, and they confronting AJ Styles and Omos.
The longest reigning black team in WWE history.
That's fact. We have them pretty much picking a fight with the New Day. New Day saying we not having no fights today. It's game night. New Day got a bunch of games. They're gonna play charades. They're gonna do a bunch of stuff, and they're gonna prove that they're not a tag team like they are. So, they go out there. They plug their games.
What does Vince think about this? Playing board games backstage when Raw is on.
Throughout the whole night?
I don't know. I feel if I would have seen my tag team champions decide to take a night off and play board games, they might as well face the Richard Business.
I'm done.
Yo, we gonna push this and that. Oh, the hashtag could go right to your Instagram, bro. Like
Richard Business
all day.
We got, so they end up. New Day obviously successfully guessing that they're part of charades, while Styles and almost can't get their things right. And you know,
it was funny. It wasn't that.
It wasn't cringy. It was New Day being New Day.
Yeah, it wasn't that.
It wasn't that bad.
My only opinion, y'all could disagree if y'all want. I thought it would have been a little more funnier, like if R-Truth did like a segment like this or something. You know what I'm saying? Like I think it would have been more funnier. But other than this, I can't really rate the segment. You know what I mean? Then it goes right into the match with Xavier and AJ, which I thought was a dope match. This was probably like one of the matches of the night, actually. Like the AJ and Xavier match. So, but it is what it is. You know what I mean? What more can you say? The New Day being the New Day, almost trying to look like, you know what I mean, like a statue. Ain't want to say shit. AJ trying to be funny.
I don't know. They're really hyping this Omos guy. He better show improve.
They hyped him, especially towards the end. Xavier was end up winning by DQ because almost
he
destroys them.
Yeah, he roofed them.
Yo, he easily had them above like maybe 10 feet in the air.
Son's punch up strong, yeah.
At least 10 feet in the air. But throws Kofi Kingston into the barricades, over the barricade, and into the tall grass to never be seen again. And almost I want to see what Almost got to do.
Yeah.
Like, what he could bring to the ring. Like, obviously he's a big guy, but I want to see him in action. And his first match at Mania, that's a big thing. Like, nobody's even really talking about the fact that his first match is at Mania.
Yeah. I want to see him do technical moves.
Do a Hurricane off the top rope.
Technical moves.
I want to see him do a Hurricane off the top rope. A Hurricane. You feel me?
Yo, son, he'll bang his head on the floor. He'll have to do that against Braun. That's the only one he could probably do it against.
That probably would make sense. Him do a Hurricane on Braun Strowman.
Hashtag almost Hurricane Rana. Send that to Kayfabe_AJ.
Yeah. Almost go to a Hurricane, bro. Let's get it.
That'd be the biggest Hurricane on the planet.
Off the top rope.
He has to do it off the fucking Titantron, as big as he is. Next up, we have Alexa Bliss's Playground, and I'm tired of it.
This one wasn't as more intriguing as her other ones, but you know what I mean? At least now they showing Bray Wyatt is back though.
They kind of explained how they brought him back. They had to trap his soul or whatever the case may be. And she explained to Jack in the Box how back in the days, the Jack in the Box was known to trap evil spirits. In that case, the Jack, but in this case, the Fiend in the box, but she had to do similar. So that was pretty cool. Yeah. But I just want to see the Fiend. I want to see Bray Wyatt. I want to hear a Bray Wyatt cut promo. I don't want Alexa Bliss to be the stand-in for Bray Wyatt. Like, she's not the leader of the situation.
You think the fun house is over? Now they're gonna do this Playground from now on?
I don't even like the Playground. I said it. Once the Fiend came back, and he came back burnt, darker, looking crazier.
Yeah.
Fuck all the fun and games. No more fun house, no more playhouse. It needs to be Bray Wyatt's burnt down compound after Randy Orton burned it down. He's cutting promos on a burnt, like, rocking chair, demon throne or some shit. Like, turn it up. Not keep pushing Alexa Bliss like, oh, now she's Circe and he's the mountain, zombie mountain. Like, nah, I'm not with it. I'm not with it.
I don't know. I like it because this is like Alexa's, like I said.
I loved it for a long time, but they dragging it. I want to see Bray Wyatt.
It's coming to an end. It's coming to an end. WrestleMania. Be patient, brother. But I hear what you're saying, though. I respect your points on it. You know what I mean? I'm not tripping.
That match at Mania is going to also be another cinematic.
It's going to be another cinematic. It's not a match. It's not a match.
I don't think it's going to be a match. I think it's going to be a cinematic because
I ain't even hear
the way they've been hyping it. They've been saying like Randy Orton is going to face everything he's ever done, and then
like they're gonna
the Fiend's account on Twitter. They posted him as Husky Harris, and Randy Orton about to give him a punt kick to the head. And that's the thing. That's why I want Bray Wyatt back, cutting his own shit.
Yeah.
If he's not gonna be Fiend form, he could be Bray Wyatt Funhouse form, but darker. It's not funny no more for him, you know.
Yeah.
What if the Fiend got laryngitis?
Well, if Johnny Laryngitis could do good all these years, he'll manage.
Oh man,
I'm done.
I don't know. This should be. I hope this the end of it. I don't want it to continue after Mania, but it's been intriguing. You know, what I mean, yo, Randy's been doing his best work. He was on the Broken Skull, and he was like, "Yo, I feel like this has been my best year ever since I turned heel. I've been doing my best promo work, story mode work, acting work that I'm recording all my segments, and he's like, I feel like this is my best refresh." Character wise, and you know what, he actually has been showing it. He's been that boy Randy, man. He's one of the goats. You feel me? Got to give him his flowers now, man. He carried him when he got his hands on Drew last year. That's what really put the prestige on his title run. Now when him and this Bray Wyatt and Alexa shit, look at this, like the best work Alexa Bliss ever done. You feel me? Bray Wyatt, he was already on fire, but now they built up Alexa Bliss in the mix of it. Yo, we gotta give Randy his props, bro.
I give them all their props. It's
Right,
been
like
good.
this should have been fire. I wanted to continue no more because it started.
He literally had Alexa Bliss carrying the story for 3 months.
Yeah, for like a good 3 months since Rumble, right? No, since it was Island. Yeah, so you know what I mean. And
over 3 months now.
But yeah, I hope that now they can move on to something else. Start putting Alexa in the title run now. Her and Rhea, start scaring the shit out of Rhea.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. Or
So,
unless Alexa or Oscar wins, they could continue the Oscar story with Oscar scared to death and shit while she doing her transformations in the ring. There's so much shit you could do with a character. You know what I mean? Alexa dynamic, the dynamic where you could go anywhere with her right now.
Yeah.
So I hope everybody goes some fucking elsewhere. Let Randy build up somebody else. Let him and Sheamus go at it for a little while.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
So let's move on. We got Drew McIntyre backstage, and this was actually a good part of Raw. I felt like it could have been done better though. But Drew McIntyre storms into the locker room and he presses the whole locker room. You guys are all soft. Who the hell's gonna fight me?
Yo,
fight me now. Take the opportunity. Get this match at Mania. In other words, y'all all pussy.
Yo,
I want y'all step to the plate.
First of all, I don't believe anything in this segment. They wouldn't be in the locker room. They would be in catering, perfectly still dressed. They don't even touch the locker room. They have their suitcases right next to them, right next to their plate.
The only thing I didn't like was, yo, he pressed Braun Strowman for a guy that been talking about anybody can get these hands. That's your literally quote, dude. And he pressed you to pop up, and you didn't pop off, bro.
He did what everybody else was doing to him.
I'm
busy at Mania.
Nah, right now.
So Shane McMahon is worth more than the world championship
right now. And if you said anybody could get these hands, right? He's asking you to pop off. You ain't pop off. What happened, Braun?
Stupid.
What stupid? You got scared. You got shook. He had you shook.
Is the stupid does, Braun is stupid.
You got shook. So I'm not gonna believe, like, let's say you do get a chance to go at Drew when Drew got the belt. I'm not gonna believe none of that get these hands no more. Drew already had him shook. He already had him shook already.
Braun's bad.
That's the only thing I ain't like about this segment. That was the fakest part of it.
It was Braun fake shit. Like
they should have not had Braun in that situation.
Should
have not had Braun in that situation.
Angel Garza attacking him, and he throws him over the sofa, and he's done. He's behind the sofa in the tall grass.
Nah, he popped off, man. I give him more respect though. I give him respect.
He ended up grabbing up Umberto Carrillo or whatever.
Yeah, like, yo, come on.
Man, you gonna fight me or not? And then throws him, and you just see him roll away on the floor. Like,
ain't nobody gonna pop off.
Segment because of the way Drew McIntyre was pressing people. But if you really sat down and watched every interaction, this shit was trash.
It didn't make no sense. It didn't make no sense. Braun Strowman, he's punked Braun Strowman.
Then he goes up to, guess who he goes up to?
The chef from catering.
Rakaki. And Rakaki's like, not that he's busy at Mania, because Rakaki got nothing going on. He
He's
goes,
been getting buried for like a whole year straight.
I don't believe Bobby Lashley, so no. What? Wait, what? You ain't doing shit.
You might as well
What?
pop off.
But he says if you want a match, we can have a match, whatever. But he didn't pop off right then and there, like you saw Rakaka.
Nah, but Drew said I respect that. No, Ricochet said something to like, yo, if you want to fight, you know where we could go to do it. And then Drew McIntyre was like, I respect that, and that was a dope answer. You know what I mean? He was like, I respect.
Yeah, but his
that.
first answer was no, because I don't trust Bobby Lashley.
Yeah, he said something about that. That was stupid, but he said if you want to fight, you know where we could do it at.
Yeah, so they do that.
Take it to the hands.
We end up with Shayna Baszler versus Naomi. And honestly, I was already like not even interested in this shit.
It was not bad. It was a dope match for what it was. Yo, Nia Jax is annoying on commentary, bro. Like,
Reginald.
Like, come on. You feel me? But
this
it was not.
I don't know. It looks like they're gonna end up doing like a triple threat tag team match. Shayna Baszler, and the injured Nia Jax versus Lana and Naomi versus Mandy and Dana. That's what it's looking like.
Yeah.
For what?
Won the match. She got the roll up or something like that because of interference with Lana and Naomi and Nia Jax arguing outside or whatever. They're about to fight. It is what it is. You know what I'm saying? I'm not tripping. But the match was not bad. I'll give it like a 7, 6.5.
Yeah.
It was short though. It was short. You know what I mean? Like 5-10 minutes.
That's
it wasn't
why
crazy.
Nothing was like captivating on this episode.
It was garbage.
Then we go on. We got this is where Matt Riddle makes the fuck up. Plus a promo with Oscar that forgets what he had to say and kind of like it was weird because I've never seen that. Like it didn't even look like that was a part of the gimmick, him being a high dude and dopey.
Yeah.
It looked like he legitimately was like, what the fuck am I doing here? Were we even supposed to be in this promo right now?
Yeah, like what we spoke about.
I thought Cesar had a bad botch. Holy fucking shit.
Yo, shout out once again
on
Queen
fucking
Oscar,
national television.
Saving the
not even YouTube.
Shout out. Yo,
no, I don't know what the fuck I'm doing.
Yo, shout out Queen Oscar once again. Save the segment.
Then we get
this promo's with Sam
backstage. You know what I mean? Just standing there talking to some random. Let's talk about this. The next segment, WrestleMania 37 contract signing between Asuka and who else? Charlotte. Charlotte. This bitch not only got called up and challenged the champion first night, but she's getting her match at WrestleMania.
Oh, damn.
So you skipped the entire
whole division. The whole division.
I mean, she did it on the list, so.
The whole division. But they haven't really had so many people that this year that was really holding it down besides Asuka.
Because they don't know what the fuck they doing with Charlotte.
No, I'm glad Charlotte is not in the mix though, actually. You know what I mean? How many times
I would have rather that at this point.
Well, how many times we see Asuka and Charlotte, bro? Come on, man.
We've only seen it like twice. And they haven't had their real rematch for Mania. So this was the time to have Asuka versus Charlotte and have Asuka go over.
Asuka Charlotte 3 over Rhea and Asuka Mania. I don't know, Bell. I don't know. They need fresh blood.
Rhea and Asuka is a fresh.
I do feel like this was too early. This is way too early for her to begin this push, though. Give her
the whole roster. That's the only thing that bothers me. She skipped the entire roster to get this opportunity. Not that there's a lot of people back there that deserve it, but yeah, you skipped the whole roster.
You ain't put in no work.
But that wasn't even the cringe part of this whole thing. The cringe part of this whole thing, is them doing this this contract signing. Asuka signs, Rhea signs, and she says, "Last week I had enough courage to challenge you at WrestleMania. This week I have enough courage to tell you I'm gonna beat you." Asuka starts laughing.
He does, yeah.
You're not ready for, and then she throws the table. The top of the table hits Asuka's head. Asuka's knocked out for 15 minutes.
That's it. That's it. We
Asuka
ain't
knocked
see
out
her
for
again.
15 minutes. Now we got Nia Jax, Shayna Baszler come out, cut an entire promo, challenge them next week to a match, talk about how they ran the whole division on both shows, whatever the case may be. They had a lot of fucking time, bro. A lot of fucking time.
Asuka
And
was
Asuka's knocked out the entire time.
knocked out.
Nia cut a promo, Shayna cut a promo, and then Rhea Ripley responded that she'll accept it on their behalf, and Asuka is still down.
They
No
literally left.
retaliation. Nothing.
They literally left the ring, the whole arena. They went home, and Asuka was still on the ground. They went home, bro. They went to catering, and Asuka was still on the ground. They went to commercial. We come back from commercial. They had a whole match after that. Asuka was in the middle of the ring during the whole match. She was on the
That
ground.
shit was cringy, bro. That shit was cringy.
That shit was trash. Like, come on, Asuka been the women's champion for months, holding it down. Like, come on. This is how y'all treat her?
Yes.
Y'all make her look soft in like 15 minutes. Made her look shit it on her whole run.
We get it short on time. Let's just wrap this up.
Yeah.
But that was fucking horrible. That was horrible. We got the main event, one of two segments that are the main event. We got Drew McIntyre versus Kayatic, which is a fairly decent match.
It was fine. It was dope. It was dope.
We have a decent match between them two. Drew McIntyre ends up getting the Claymore kick for the 1-2-3. After the match, we get Mustafa Ali attacking him. Drew McIntyre ends up saying, "Oh, you want it? You want this opportunity?" Finally somebody actually stepped up and tried to take the opportunity that Bobby Lashley gave out. So this leads to Drew McIntyre versus Mustafa Ali again. Another good good match between them two. Respectively, I give them both 7s.
Yeah. They both was dope matches.
Then we get to the fuckery. You want to start the show with trash? I think you want to cap it with some more trash, right? I mean, that's the belief, right?
You just got to do that, right? You know what I mean? It only makes sense,
right? You make a sandwich of trash. You know,
it's like a church sandwich, is what you're saying.
With a bunch of good matches in the middle. With a bunch of good matches in the middle.
Yeah, you got the decent stuff in the middle, but you got the trash, bottom layer, top layer to make the trash sandwich.
With the diarrhea as mayonnaise.
As mayonnaise, right. We have Bobby Lashley getting confronted by Drew McIntyre, calls him out. Lashley comes out. And guess who the fuck attacks, bro?
Your favorite wrestler of all time, the GOAT.
Baron Black?
The GOAT of GOAT.
Got the first one right, Baron, but it was Baron motherfucking Corbin. Why?
The GOAT of GOATs.
But why?
Because I think his Olive Garden shift ended early.
They don't have nothing. So now they brung him over from SmackDown. Wasn't he just in the middle of a Dominic and Rey Mysterio situation? Like, what the fuck? Well, he was winning, though. He was burying them, so. But, like, don't he got business over there? He got to finish up? What the fuck are you doing over here?
He chilling.
Like, got a bunch of storylines that I ain't finished on SmackDown. The only thing that makes sense is that before her business existed, before all this shit, him and Bobby Lashley were actually teaming together. That's the only thing that makes sense. Baron Corbin comes out, attacks Drew McIntyre. They end the show with Bobby Lashley and Baron Corbin standing strong.
Holding it down.
Garbage.
The GOAT of GOAT.
Besides a couple matches on WrestleMania, I'm not even excited. Excited. And the fact that it's 2 nights, so I probably got to sit through fucking 2 hours of shit that I don't want to watch to get to the shit I do want to watch on both nights.
Yeah.
All I want to see is the Drew match, Roman Reigns title match,
Bad Bunny.
The Fiend match and Bad Bunny. That's it.
I want to see the Bianca and Sasha.
Oh, and Bianca and Sasha.
That match is
That'd
going
be
5
awesome.
matches on 2 nights. There's nothing else exciting. Tell me something else exciting. Matt Riddle and Sheamus. That's gonna be a good match. But are you invested in the story?
No.
They might fuck that up too and put that on the pre-show.
Oh man. Knowing them, that's exactly
The
what's
Riddle
going
and Sheamus,
Yo, I won't even doubt it. Matt Riddle bossed this Monday with that Oscar segment. He's on the pre-show.
And he's losing the title.
Yeah, and he losing the title.
And he's getting a drug
In
test.
30 seconds.
Drug test.
He's gonna
In
turn
30
around.
seconds.
He's gonna redo the Daniel Bryan, but instead he's gonna turn around, put his scooter to the side, turn back around, and then spear Hurt Lock is over.
Yeah, it's a wrap.
Oh no, I mean, excuse me, I'm thinking his lasting. Bro kick, and it's over. That's it.
And he gonna kick the shit out of him like he did Seth Rollins.
Yeah.
Night.
That shit was so garbage. But you know, speaking of Matt Riddle makes me botching my speech. So let's end it right there because we can do this all day. We can talk about this trash all day. This was definitely a weak episode of Raw for sure. That list, that 50 list of top women in WWE history was garbage this week. The only thing I did enjoy, RED is going to be in the Hall of Fame. Kane is going to be in the Hall of Fame. Molly Holly, all well-deserved.
Yeah, definitely. And Eric Bischoff. Can't forget
Eric Bischoff, definitely another well-deserved. So that was interesting coming out of this week. And, you know, they got to do better. I'm going to give them a little bit of leeway because the pandemic.
I think they probably just they rush. They trying to get everything situated because they know they got a Mania coming up and they got a lot of shit. But so right now they not even focused on the show. They focused on a whole bunch of politics, backstage madness, and you know what I mean, trying to worry about Tampa. You feel me? So they only got 2 weeks, so they probably scrambling back there, having meetings 8 days, struggling about
trying to make sure all
the way shit is always
work.
Spoken backstage. They probably rewriting, and we getting all this shit.
Yeah.
All this diarrhea juice on our screens this past Monday.
Shit. So
with that being said, we can do this all day. EA, can they find you?
You can find me on Twitter at E.A. That's at EDOTA. I'm also in the Facebook group, Kayfabe Avenue Facebook group. Like, share, subscribe, send your hate mail here, send the hashtags to him. We want to see Osmos do a hurricanrana on Braun Strowman
off the Titantron.
Off the Titantron. Off a ladder onto a fucking table outside. We need to see that. To a table outside the ring.
Nah, I want Omos to hold up a ladder with AJ Styles on top. Doing a 450 off of it.
A 450 Styles clash.
That would be fire because that could actually happen.
A 450 Styles clash.
But yeah, you already know. You can send on the mail here. Where you can find y'all at, brothers.
Focus, where can they find you?
You can find me at the hashtag Retributionist.
You gotta wrap this up. Hurry up, brother.
Kayfabe_focus. Hashtag Retributionist.
All right, you can find us collectively at Kayfabe Avenue on Twitter, on Instagram, on Facebook. Join the conversation. Like, share, subscribe to our YouTube. Speaking of subscribing, click on the support link on Anchor, on Apple Podcasts, wherever you're listening to our podcast. We're on all streaming platforms. With that being said, I was Kayfabe AJ. That was Kayfabe Focus and E.A. This is Kayfabe Avenue and the Raw wrap up. Austin, take us home.
Why? Because old Stone Cold said so. Thank you very much, you son of a bitch.